Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. My name is Robert. I'm with my co-hosts LA and Darren. This is episode 103 of the Purple Pill Podcast. How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, we have a ton of topics to talk about this week, so I just kind of want to get straight into it. So let's kick it off with some big ones. So let's talk about the Grammys. First off, did either of you take a watch the Grammys at all?
No.
There was
I
parts
watched
talk.
zero.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, LA?
I said I watched zero of the Grammys. I was knocked out.
You weren't down. Is that what you said?
I said I was knocked out. I was asleep.
Knocked out. Got you. Yeah, I watched parts of it, and just let me know where you want me to go in at.
Well, I just need to know if you watched it. I'm going to go through the categories, then we can talk about some of the things that happened at the Grammys and
Mhm.
whatnot. Um, and hopefully we can remember what we picked to win these categories. So let's start off with record of the year. Um, so the record of the year nominees are "Don't Shut Me Down" by ABBA, "Easy on Me" by Adele, "Break My Soul" Beyonce, "Good Morning Gorgeous" Mary J. Blige, "You and Me on the Rock" Brandy, Carly, and Lucius, "Woman" by Doja Cat, "Bad Habit" by Steve Lacy, which is my jam, "The Heart Part 5" by Kendrick Lamar, "About Damn Time" Lizzo, and "As It Was" Harry Styles. As you can see, the Lizzo song won. How do we feel about that, guys?
I just found out who she was when we did the predictions. So good for her.
Wait, what? You just found out who Lizzo was?
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't.
when we did the prediction.
I had never like seen her. Remember when we did that
Gotcha.
episode?
Gotcha. All right.
She was. You
Um,
explained to me how she had big girl energy, and I was upset with you until I seen who she was. No, that's
yeah,
okay.
she's a hell of a performer, though. So
Good for her.
good.
Congratulations. Record of the
Yeah,
year.
congratulations for
Isn't she a
sure.
new artist?
No, not at this point.
I mean,
Yeah,
what, she's been out since COVID?
yeah,
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 that's a new artist to me. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that was record of the year. Song of the year.
We
AB.
could just go. We could just go winners.
All right. Uh, let me zoom in so they can see the all the names. All right. So the
Hey.
winner of this is "Just Like That" by Bonnie Rett.
I love that song.
Is it good?
I don't know the winner song. I'm talking about the first song, that ABCDEFU and your dog in that broke ass car. It's one of those songs that come on at the gym. That's just hilarious to me.
It's a pretty good song. It's a solid song.
It's it's funny to me. I like.
So you want to know the backstory behind that song?
Sure.
So people were saying that she's an industry plant because she was trying to make it a TikTok song and go viral off of it. So what her manager did was they had like a TikTok live session, and her manager got in the chat and was like, "Hey, could you make a song about the alphabet?" And she just started singing this song, and it blew up on TikTok. But what people didn't know is they already had the song made, and they just planned it that way. So
That
people are
sounds good.
calling it a plan. I think it's just a great idea.
That sounds perfect. That sounds like how a well executed plan should go through.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had "Break My Soul" as the winner for this.
All right. Album of the year: "Harry's House" by Harry Styles.
I didn't know who this person was till yesterday. Karis had to explain him to me. Apparently, he was in One Direction. Did not know that.
Yeah, he's probably the most popular member out of One Direction, and all those niggas are like uber popular. So,
Good for him.
yep.
I
Shout
thought
out to him.
Adele had it. That album made me cry.
Which one?
Which album?
Adele's 30.
Mm,
That shit was hot.
This was a tough category.
Good for him.
yeah,
Yep,
shout
yep.
out to
I'm
him.
happy you won.
Best new artist: Samurai Joy. She beat Lil
Tamara
Wayne.
Joy. I was going
Congratulations.
with Gelato.
I knew you was.
Lotto.
I knew you was. I was going for Toby.
Lotto. She's a jazz singer. Good for her.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's pretty cool.
Good for her.
All right.
Well, congratulations to Harry Styles for Harry's House and Samara Joy. I've yet to hear any of your music, but I'm sure I will soon.
You should look up that Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles.
That's his song?
Yeah, that's him.
I know his song then. There you go. I see why he won. Song's played every 3 fucking seconds.
All right. Best pop solo performance.
No,
Easy
gotta go
on Me
through all
by
of these.
Adele.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
One thing that I noticed about the Grammys is that they do a really good job of having everybody win. It seems like.
Easy on Me is a good song. I don't like it. I don't want to say I don't like it as much as Bad Habit, but it is a good song. It really
I
is.
honestly didn't know how much of a fan of that Bad Habit song I was until he performed that shit.
Really?
When he performed, I was like, "Yo, this is a really, really solid song, bro. This is solid."
It was a good song. I liked it.
I think that shit's amazing, bro. I really think that shit's amazing.
Yeah,
It's very, very, what's it called? Hooky? Is that the word I'm looking for?
yeah,
Is
that's a
it,
good
bro?
word.
Because I haven't felt that way about a song since that Redbone song by Childish Gambino.
I love Redbone, and that song is crazy. I love Redbone. And and Redbone's like a whole chorus too. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I don't know. I like it. I like both of the songs you just described. But Easy on Me was a good song.
Best pop duo.
Yeah, we can skip
/ group
these.
performance.
Oh no, dog, nah.
Sam Smith
Fuck
Good
and
for them.
Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras.
Good for them.
Is this the song that maybe it's their song, bro? Nah, bro. No.
It's a hot song,
Not
man. It's
not
a hot
good for them. It is a dope song, and I liked it before the Grammys.
You know they did that shit for Shock. Lady Gaga did it too. Come on, get over that shit, bro.
Dog, nah, bro. Nah,
Get
it was
over
that shit. I turned from the Grammys twice because of them specifically.
What
It was
did they
like,
do?
yeah, I'm gonna leave the first one out of it. The reason why I turned the first time because I don't know how to word that one correctly yet. But the second time I just flashed to it. You know, how you just turn to something quick, and they're like, "Oh hell no!" And then turn right. Like that's what that was. Their performance was
They were
not.
dressed all in red. They were being very sexual. They were being very sexy. They were doing what a lot of people described as devil worship because of what they were wearing and the lace and the effects and all these
All right.
other things. And that they're transgender and that
All right.
they're gay. So people felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because it was
So let's do this real quick. Let's do this
Darren,
since
hold
we're
on. Load your camera for me.
That's what it is.
let's have this conversation real quick. She said she was transgender. Okay, cool, not a problem with that.
Lady Gaga?
My problem. No, Kim Petras. I'm hoping I'm saying the name right.
I don't know.
So my problem with it was not that. It's the fact that back-to-back years, pretty much, we get her and Lil Nas X, who are representing the community, but y'all connected with devil worship so much that it's like, okay, even if like this is uncomfortable for people, you're making it 10 times more uncomfortable for people.
Nobody. You know how many songs got devil or those symbolicnesses in it? Like Tyler the Creator did it.
I
All
don't
people
fuck with
do it.
as Rob is my
Eminem
witness.
did it. They all. It's shock. It's just to get your attention or draw you in. That's just what it is.
And let me
I
clarify.
don't think you need.
So,
I don't
that
think
shit's
you need
so-
to do that on a day of where your music is supposed to take the lead. Like I like that song. I don't know if this is the right song off the top of my head, but whatever they was performing, I actually knew I liked that song before I heard it before. But when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on this shit.
LA, we gotta clarify. Tyler never worshipped the devil.
Okay, but he had
never
shock
worshipped the
music
devil.
where he would say things that would be like, "Oh God, like what the fuck?"
But
Like
they're always in context of the song.
It's shock.
But it's not like he's just saying random shit. It was always in context of the song.
You're
I
right.
get it. My thing
And
is, it
and the
just seemed like
context of the song is unholy. So come now, like it
cool,
makes
cool.
sense.
I didn't know the title of the song either. So that I think that should let people know in context of
So
where I was. But my biggest point is, I just find it very confusing that the transgender community and Lil Nas X will be part of the gay community, right?
yeah.
I don't know. They're probably all part of the same
So here's the thing,
LBGT.
Darren. I want to ask you a question because I would ask you this because we've been looking down on gay people for years, and one of the biggest things people say to gay people is that they're going to hell. So I think they're just trying to play into the fact people are telling them they're going to hell. I think that's
Yeah, it's
all it
not
is.
cool. Yeah, it's not
It's
cool
like
though.
it's like a
It's not cool. At the end of the day, ultimately, bro, these people are role models to people that are like them. And if you continually put that shit in their head that they're
I
going to
don't
go
want
to
to
hell,
hear any of
or
that bullshit. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. You know
what's
how many
bullshit about
rappers
it?
are out here talking about gangbanging and beating women and hoes and shit? Like I don't want to hear any of that
LA,
bullshit.
who do I listen to? Who do I
I
listen
don't
to?
want to hear
Who do I
any of
listen
that
to?
bullshit.
Who do I listen to?
I'm just saying in general, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit.
I'm going on rappers all the time too. We've done it on this podcast. Devil's a
That's
Duval County episode. Go back
it's
and watch what I said about
crazy.
that.
This is
That is
crazy.
not crazy. I'm
The
consistent.
title
That's
of
not
the
crazy.
song is unholy. It fits the premise. Lil
I
Nas had
get
an
it.
album to
I get
sell.
it. Like I said,
He
I
had to
didn't
get
know
an
the title
album
of the song.
sold.
I
Kanye
didn't.
Kanye go DEF CON when he about to drop an album. Come on, niggas got albums to sell. That's it.
Okay, fair. I think that's my biggest problem. Is that the way that they're selling their albums is not the music. And I feel like the Grammys, the way I like the Grammys is like Ed Sheeran's performance when he first got there. It was simple and the music took the highlight. Uh Kendrick's performance for To Pimp a Butterfly, powerful as fuck, but it actually spoke to the album presence. If this speaks to the album presence, I will never go listen to their music.
I bet you this was probably the most watched Grammys because of that performance. I bet you the Grammys were probably going down in viewership until Lil Nas X and until these people because now people are interested. I
I
bet you
turned
this
the
shit
channel.
worked.
I don't know. I turned the channel. I can only speak for me. That being
I bet
said,
you would.
to your point, this wasn't the
Recent.
only blasphemous shit I seen that night. The other thing, blasphemous. Like the next one was blasphemous. What I'm about to say is blasphemous. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and Rick Ross, DJ Khaled's performance, God did, that shit was not, I couldn't turn from it, but at the same time, I was like, nah, this ain't it.
Stop,
This
man. I
ain't
don't want
right.
to hear that. You couldn't turn from me.
Bro.
Yes, you could have.
Nah, not this one. I love that song too much.
So that was.
But
So what's the difference between the blasphemy?
all right, so boom. That shit, the shit that they were doing was unholy, which is cool. It was their song. This is them having they're recreating the Last Supper while they're rapping this verse pretty much.
I didn't.
I don't know.
It felt. The picture.
Wayne probably went bananas though, so I'm cool with it.
Oh, he did. Everybody spit, bro. Everybody. That song is phenomenal. It's just Last Supper. See, people already made videos about it, but that shit felt a little bit weird to say the least. To be honest with
you. They had all these niggas up there.
No.
Why is his eyes like that? Jay-Z mocked God at the Grammys.
It just felt weird.
So you didn't like it at all.
I actually like their performance.
I mean, like the whole table thing.
I don't like throwing that shit into it. I understand why you do it, but to me, it's I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. It makes it seem like Jay-Z's God and everybody that was around him was just his disciples. Yeah, he was hosting. He did a great job hosting the Grammys. Speaking of, also, while we're on the Grammys, Hip Hop did the 50-year anniversary tribute, tore the fucking house down. Shout out to the Grammys for allowing that to happen. That shit was dope.
50 years of hip hop is kind of crazy. What did it take about 45 years to become the number one genre?
Probably a little bit less than that, but yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to them. All right, let's get through this. We got to get through these. Best traditional pop vocal album.
We could
Michael
skip to
Bublé.
the important one. We could skip to the important ones. We don't got to
That's
go
fucked up,
to
man.
everybody.
That's fucked up.
Michael
We
Bublé.
don't. Our audience don't listen to all of this shit.
People love Michael Bublé
Right? You crazy.
or Michael Bublé, as they say in France.
Bublé.
I'm
Let me
just
go
gonna do a
listen
quick
to
one.
this.
Best pop vocal album, Harry Styles again. Best dance electronic recording, Break My Soul, Beyonce. Best dance electronic music album, Renaissance, Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying?
Best contemporary instrumental album, Empire Central, Snarky Puppy.
Good for him. Them.
That's a great name, by the way. Best rock performance, Broken Horses, Brandy Carly. Best metal
Ooh.
performance, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Degraduation Rules, Ozzy Osbourne. I kind of check that out. I kind of like Ozzy Osbourne. Broken Horses. I'm sorry. Best rock song, Broken Horses again. Best rock album, Patient Number 9, Ozzy Osbourne. I gotta check that out. That sounds lit.
MGK got a good rock album. Good for him.
Dude,
Yep.
LA. Have you heard his last two rock albums? Or punk
No.
albums, whatever you want to call them? They're
I don't
actually
know.
really fucking good, in my opinion.
Good for him.
It
Good
sounds
for him.
like punk music from like the early 2000s. Like Green
And
Day.
then he's up for a Grammy. I would hope it's good stuff for the Grammy.
Best alternative music performance. I don't know how to pronounce that. Chaz Lounge? Wet Leg. That's a crazy name. Wet Leg. Best alternative music album. We gotta look at
Hey.
Wet Leg at some point. That's crazy.
Mooney Long. You go, girl.
All right, best R&B performance. Hours and Hours by Mooney Long. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yeah, she's
Crazy.
dope. No,
I like that song.
good for
Best
her.
traditional R&B performance.
Lucky Day.
Ooh,
That was good.
Plastic Off the Sofa by Beyonce.
no,
Beyonce.
Great song,
Nah.
title, by the way.
nah, Snow should have won that shit.
Who should have won?
No, Snow, just Do for Love. I know it's a remake, but what she does to that is fucking crazy.
Snow Allegra.
Yeah,
Best R&B song, Cuff It, Beyonce. Best progressive R&B album, Steve Lacy. Shout out to him. That was a really good album. What does it mean by progressive though? Does that mean like new age?
I think it's just moving the genre forward.
I don't know.
Best R&B album, Black Radio 3, Robert Glasper.
Never heard of him.
I heard this album's amazing. And I also heard that Chris Brown was pissed about it because he said they don't make the same type of music and they shouldn't even be in the same category. Because apparently, have you guys heard about Robert Glasper? So what
No.
I know about him is I looked up some of his music. He's more jazzy. He's more of a jazz sound to him. So Chris Brown was saying that he got screwed out of a Grammy and was pissed off. But he did come back and apologize to Robert Glasper and say, "Hey, bro, I listened to your music. It's really fucking good. I just don't think we should be in the same category." So,
I think Chris Brown has enough Grammys, but Breezy was a good album.
Ella, that's not how that works though.
That's not right. Yeah,
That's like people saying, "Oh, Jordan won the MVP too many times."
I didn't say that he's not going to win anymore. I said I think he has enough. It's fine. This guy can win one too. Like it's okay for Chris Brown.
Chris Brown got one.
That's fine. You'll
That's
be
not
okay.
fine. That's not fine.
He'll be
It's
okay.
not.
He has
No,
next
that's-
year.
That's not right.
I'm still upset.
I
He
agree.
only has 0.
How many other people on this list got Grammys? Come on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's new artists in here all the time. I'm just
Let
saying,
other people
when
figure it out.
you're act like Chris Brown, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye West, somebody that's been in the game for as long as they have been, you would assume that they have more Grammys by
Why?
the greatness of their projects. To be real with you, I just found out Kendrick got his like 17th Grammy.
Yeah, but didn't he win like something stupid like 13 or 12 in one night?
I don't know about that.
It was something stupid because he almost broke Michael Jackson's record, but he like missed it. But
I think he tied it.
He tied it. Okay. Best rap performance: The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar.
I agree.
Best melodic rap: Wait for You, Future and Drake. Shout out to them because that song is fantastic.
That was short enough. What?
That category is made for Future.
Yeah, I was about to say you said that when we went over this.
This category is made for him. He's never gonna lose.
Yeah,
That whole Future album was amazing. I actually love that Future album.
When that album came out, people was hating. They were telling me, "Oh, this is not a good Future album. It would sound like Future, blah blah blah." He sold out. I was like, "Y'all are drunk. This is a hot album."
Nah, he murked that shit.
Y'all are drunk.
I felt toxic just listening to it. All right, best rap song: The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar.
Wait a minute, Rob. Wait a minute. You gonna say this toxic thing? I want to hear what LA said about this toxic.
I don't know why everybody keeps saying Future music toxic. That man is hurting. He's just letting people know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's toxic. I don't know if that's toxic.
He was hurt. He didn't know what to do, but express himself through his music.
Yeah, I don't know if that's toxic.
That's not toxic. What he says in his songs is toxic as fuck. Oh,
you don't know.
I'm gonna go fuck your best friend. Like, nigga, what?
That's not what he said. He ain't saying that.
He saying that shit.
He ain't saying that shit.
I'm gonna see you put you back to the streets. I'm gonna go fuck your best friend. Like,
that's not what that's not what he said. He says something like that, but that is not what he said.
So best rap song: The Heart Part 5, Kendrick Lamar.
I don't really remember that song. Was that where they do the AI video?
The deep face, and he puts Will Smith, Kanye West, and all the people over his face. I think that's
best rap album: Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Hey, I thought for sure Pusha T was gonna get that.
Yeah, he's the only competition for it. In my mind.
I thought he was going to get it because of the production. I thought the production was just going to make it too crazy for them to be like, yeah. But Kanye probably fucked him up for this one. So.
I mean, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is a double album too. You gotta remember that.
It is. It's nice. It's a good album. I'm just saying Kanye probably fucked over Pusha T and getting his Grammy.
I can see that.
You see, Kanye's not on any of these.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna end there because
it's too much. That's what I was trying to tell you. That bro, they don't even do it. They don't even do all of this in the Grammys. Like, you find out who won before the Grammys even started in some of them.
All right, so Darren, besides the devil worshiping, what was your favorite part of the
Grammys? Yeah. Probably the hip hop performance overall, bro. They brought back 50 years of hip hop, bro. That shit was fucking phenomenal. To see like Glorilla up there with like Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, when Kim was up there, that shit was fucking fire, bro. Like, yeah, bro. 50 years of hip hop is fucking phenomenal, bro. I think everybody should go back and watch that performance. It was fucking long as shit, but it was worth it.
They put Flavor Flav up there.
Flav was up there. Flavor Flav was up there.
I'll go watch. Yeah. I love Flav.
My dude came out because I saw him in the crowd. I'm like, what the fuck is Flavor Flav doing there at the Grammy? He came up there doing that. I was like, oh yeah. I was like,
he was up there twisting with his big ass clocks.
Yeah, bro. It was fucking phenomenal, bro. That shit was phenomenal.
What it is about him. I love his energy. He was on Magic with the Stars, and I was like, Flav gonna win.
Did he?
Magic with the Stars. It's Chris Angel's new TV show. I love magic shows, but they do celebrity magicians and like they learn his tricks and shit. And Flav was out there doing his thing, man.
I gotta see that episode.
That's actually really cool. That sounds really cool. So he teaches celebrities magic tricks, and they go do them.
And they do it.
That actually sounds really cool.
It's dope.
For Flav, I definitely want to see that episode.
Dave Chappelle wins Grammy for Netflix special condemned for being transphobic. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. He's a goat.
Yeah, we saw him New Year's. He was fantastic.
That's
He
up
won.
there.
He won best comedy album.
I don't know, something like that.
That's what it was called, I think. That's what's up though. I think he deserves it, even if people are mad about it.
All right. So moving on to our next set of topics. The U.S. has been shooting shit down these past like 2-3 weeks. I saw that they shut down a unidentified flying object over Canada. I'm reading here that they shot down something over Alaska. We already know about the Chinese spy balloon that they shot down. How do you guys feel about this?
Let me go first.
I don't care. Doesn't matter.
I was asking LA.
About which one? Just all of them, or are we doing one
Just
at
in general, how do you feel about all these things getting shot down?
Well, I always have two perspectives. I have the, sensible LA, and then I have the conspiracy theorist. So normal LA says, I'm happy with the way that things have been handled so far. They take them down as soon as possible. And when it's not on top of manned areas, I think that's a good idea. Shooting them down before they get to Canada or any part of the North America continent, I think is good. The conspiracy theorist in me, or the realist in me, I don't know who's sending all these balloons or whatnot over, but the conspiracy theorist in me does think it is the Chinese and the Russians.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Yeah, I'm kind of right there. Exactly. It's the right thing to do. You got to shoot it down pretty much as soon as you see it, and then I don't know who's doing it. To be honest with you, if I had to guess, it would probably be the Russians and Chinese. But if not, maybe it's some alien folk, and we about to start an intergalactic war.
Aliens? I didn't think about aliens.
I had a friend that was on the podcast before who said maybe Russia decided, hey, you know what? Go over there a little bit, and you'll find everything you need. America shot it down. That's how you started intergalactic war.
So you're saying the Russians are in contact with the aliens?
I don't know. I'm just throwing conspiracies out there. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, it is good that that shit got shot down because we can't have that shit, right? Somebody else was saying today, they were like, these are the times I kind of do miss Donald Trump because like shit like this would have been met with like more
Not
urgency.
true at all.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know what I heard earlier today.
You remember how you handled the leader of the Taliban?
Well, no, I'm saying specifically for things flying in our airspace. That is a proven fact that he did not. The U.S. government, the Pentagon, has even come out and said that while Donald Trump was president, multiple objects flew over U.S. airspace and were not dealt with. That is a fact. That is a release statement. So,
well, I think we got a bigger problem with shit just flying over the U.S. this whole time.
but in his defense, we didn't have the technology to find these items until recently. So Donald Trump did not know they were there.
I don't believe that shit.
That's what the Pentagon said. That's what the Pentagon said.
That's where you lose me.
You're calling the Pentagon liars?
I don't know what to tell you.
To say we haven't had technology that just fair. You're saying the detectable technology was recently brought out after Trump was the president? I don't believe that.
No, the technology may have already existed, but the way in which we weaponized or are using the technology now to detect these things 40, 50,000 feet in the air is now in the government's hand, I guess is the better way to say it.
That's where you lose me.
There's too many like we have radar and shit, but sometimes people have weather balloons, some people have drones, like you don't know what the fuck things are.
I will tell you this. Technology is developing at such a crazy rate that if laws don't come up with it soon, shit is just gonna go bad.
It can't go as fast. It can't keep up because it takes too long to make a law.
We in trouble. I can tell you that because shit cannot just be flying over the damn U.S. That's unidentified. That's not reasonable at all.
Shoot that shit down.
Yeah. So Rob, what you think about it? You asking us our opinions?
I don't know. As long as we shoot it down, I think we're handling it correctly. If you're asking me who do I think it is, if I had to bet money on it, I wouldn't. But I would say right now it's either China or Russia. I don't know. That's one of those. It's one of those niggas. And
So
what's up?
there's some fallout from this too because of the way we are shooting things down. China's like air quotes upset with us for making it so dramatic, right? Apparently, when the I forget what his title is, but it's the guy who had ambassador to China, I guess, for the U.S. They have relations. Apparently, there is a direct line that they share to communicate with one another. And during this incident, America, quote unquote, attempted to reach the ambassador and they never answered the phone. They never communicated back what was happening until after we shot down the 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 blimp or the balloon or whatever. So now Joey Biden has put tariffs and blocked some Chinese companies from manufacturing for U.S. companies and things like that, and impose more tariffs, so it's more expensive for them to import export things. So we're about to go into a little economic war. So get ready. The next iPhone's going to be $3,000 because it's going to be in Dallas, Texas. Get ready, y'all.
Hey, yo.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. All right, so
Speaking of Joey Biden, look at him having a good time.
I think we all need a sibling like this.
Speaking of, we all got siblings. Can you say that any of your before we watch this? Do you think any of your siblings are like this?
Yes,
Probably, yeah.
I could name two.
That will remain nameless at this moment.
Especially, I feel. Let's just watch this video and then we can talk about it.
I just want to say bullying is not okay. So, London, you want to tell everybody what happened today?
That girl was talking about me in school and calling me ugly. Tell me that girl so I can beat her up.
Paris. We having a serious moment right now, okay? I don't want you trying to fight nobody, okay?
Tell me her.
Paris, I said stop. Paris.
Tell me
Paris,
her.
so you just gonna ignore me talking to you?
What's her name?
Paris.
What's her name?
Look at TT Paris. Paris.
What's her name?
London. Nobody should bully you. You're a very beautiful little girl, okay? And you're very sweet.
What's
and
her
London,
name?
when I told you about bullies and stuff, you got to stand up to them.
What's her name?
Paris, stop it.
Okay. The next day.
Try not to tell Pierce that girl name, but she went over to that girl and she tapped her and said, "Don't put your hands on my sister no more." And I would do it again.
Paris, okay. Oh my gosh. And you found out the girl named Paris?
Mm-hmm.
What was her name?
Stormy. And I showed her the storm.
Paris, you know what, y'all? Bye. I was going to tell y'all what happened, but just never mind. But London.
She's too much.
And I show her the storm.
Oh man, that shit is comedy, bro. That shit is pure comedy. Oh man.
I don't condone bullying though. Bullying is a tragedy. There's been too many unfortunate events coming from bullying these past couple of years, and it's sad. But good for her.
Ellen, just to play devil's advocate, don't you think bullying is good because it teaches you as a child how to deal with people when you grow up?
I personally don't think this is gonna sound crazy. I think that bullying is a state of mind. Like you can't look at me and tell me you're gonna bully. I'm gonna fuck you up. Like there's no bullying we gonna either have to figure it out or we gonna have to go our separate ways. But I think that like I just think people don't have strong enough mind. They can't handle the slightest of inconveniences or anything outside of their control, and they break.
Yeah, but these are
But
kids. That's why, Ella.
yes, but even as a child, like I don't want to use myself as an example because I was raised by Africans and Africans are soulless. Um, but like I feel like children are just coddled way too much. Like you can't just you. Yes, people can say whatever they want. It's freedom of speech. People can call you ugly. They can call you fat. They can call you whatever you want. Your self esteem is how you feel about yourself. Who don't give a fuck about how you feel about me, nigga? Like that needs to be built up. I think at like the home level. Like
I
I feel
think
like kids aren't prepared to go out in that real world. You know.
I agree with you. I agree. I agree. But I would also say I don't know. I just feel like if bullying very rarely is only verbal, like like they put their like putting your hands on somebody is just not reasonable. I think that's the part where it gets
Correct.
it's yeah,
But it
it's out of the
starts.
kid's control at a certain point.
It starts verbally 90% of the time, I would say, or from what I've been seeing, like kids get picked on, or it'll be online. They start teasing you, and then it progresses. You gotta snip that shit out in the beginning. Like I don't know. I just feel like children need to have more faith and belief in themselves. Like I get it. The shit is irritating. It does hurt. Like, you want to be liked, you don't want to be made fun of. Yes, I get it. But like you have to stand up for yourself. Nobody in this world's gonna do it for you. Like kids have to be more resilient than that.
Ella, I don't
And
know.
it's unfortunate to say I wish people were more nice in the world. But
Well, if you have a sister like Paris, you got somebody stand up for you.
yeah, you got somebody stand up for you. Or call me and I might be in your corner depending what time it is.
But I will say this: I feel it from London's standpoint because I've always been like the shy kid. So I feel it. Sometimes you just don't want to make even more problems. You kind of want to back down a little bit. But my
You
mom
can't do
always
that.
told me if they put their hands on you,
I fuck them up.
you gotta do what you gotta do. I remember I had to punch this kid in the back one time in elementary school because he rammed me into a wall because he didn't like how I was playing chess or some bullshit. So I literally got in a fight with somebody over chess.
You see? I can't handle that. Like, I can't handle that.
In my defense, in his defense, though, I was talking crazy shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was talking
it's
crazy shit.
like you can't let that shit get into you like that. Like, what kind of person are you that you so mentally incompetent? And I get it. We
You're a
talking
kid.
about.
That's what kind of person you are.
I get it. You a kid, but like when I was a kid, I was talking shit too. When we was playing Smash Brothers, I was in my cousins. I was, oh, you about to lose? Ooh, I'm beating your ass. I was one of those kids, you know. But like, yeah, we got into tuffles. Yeah, we fought. But the same day we was kicking it. We was on bikes, still moving. Like, kids got to be more resilient. Like this shit is. It's sad. It's really sad. Like when you turn on the news every day and you see a 14-year-old, 9-year-old taking their lives, they got bullied in school. That shit's sad.
That shit is sad.
It's so sad, man.
Yeah.
And then somebody bring a gun to school because they got bullied and they can't handle it, and the only logical explanation is to go kill somebody. Like,
I mean, bro, if I'm just thinking about this from
it's crazy.
sometimes the kid is bigger than you. So I do in your kid mindset, your mindset would be like, let me go get something that will equalize this a little bit more.
Get an adult. Get
Yes,
an
that's
adult.
the true answer in that.
I was gonna get a weapon.
Right? Like, go get an adult. Yo, so and so did X, Y, and Z, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying,
you know,
bro.
Ella, you gotta in a kid's mind state. You know what that's gonna lead to. It's gonna lead to more bullying, and we all know that.
Okay,
Because now you're like that as a kid that tells on other kids.
and that mentality is fucked up because I'm not gonna go into details, but there was a young child 9 years old who was being abused on a school bus by a 12-year-old
Mhm.
and did not tell for months because he didn't want to be seen that way. And this kid was being abused on the bus
You talking about
on
the
a
kid that was getting
2
pissed on?
a 2 hour
Oh,
ride home every day for months until we're at the situation where this child almost takes his life, their life. Like, come on, like, because you don't want to tell? Fuck that.
Yeah, just say
Fuck
some
that.
shit.
it's
You
honestly,
gotta
it's
say
always
some
better
shit.
to handle it yourself.
No,
No.
fuck, no,
Fuck that.
no,
No,
You
you
gotta
go
say
fight that kid. So you got to go fight
no.
a kid. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, no.
I don't condone
Nah.
you just going
Dog,
out fighting people.
I'm gonna be 100% honest, bro. I was the bigger kid, and there was some people that, like, I was big, but I wasn't a bully. If there was somebody who was small, that they didn't stand a chance against me. Like, I was big. Like, you need to go get a parent type shit if I put my hands on you. If I was the size I was. Like,
And I mean,
trust
I
me.
wasn't a small kid, but I like, you know, bigger kids would try to punk me a little better, and we had to handle our ground. Like, I wasn't going out there fighting nobody. I'm not Johnny Fight 'em all. But like, if you gonna try to punk me and my little brother, we gonna have an issue. Like, but at the same time, if people were when we grew up in Michigan or whatnot, and we was the only black kids in the neighborhood, and they would be out there calling us all kinds of N words, we would just walk away, right? Walk away. When they would come up and start doing some other shit, then we had to handle it. You can
Yeah.
walk away. I don't care what they call you. You and your life is worth more than the fuck they gotta say.
And sometimes
at a
I'm just
certain point,
saying,
LA, you got to make a stand.
And you do. And when we was going to Ross's Candy and they three of them came up there kinds of crazy words and pushing us, I laid all three of them white boys out. And we went home.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I wasn't going out there looking for no problems. We went and got our candy. Shout out to Ross's, Adams Lake Drive, Waterford, Michigan. Hope you're still there. It's been 20 years, but I still owe you for that ice cream I stole.
Well,
okay.
hopefully they don't bring that up in at your court case, like the.
When I get my Netflix special.
Hey, yo, I might have to block that out. I don't need LA going.
Bro, I was 9 years old. Statute of limitations been closed.
Hey, tell it to Bill Cosby.
Oh.
All right. On
You
to
got
other
something
news. So President Biden had the State of the Union this past week. I got some of the key moments that he was talking about. You guys want to check this out?
Did
Just
y'all
see where
watch
it's
the
in the country?
whole? Did you watch the whole hour?
No, I did not.
Okay, I watched the whole hour, and that shit is a trip. You think this 5 minutes is funny? That whole hour is crazy. But this shit's good. Y'all will enjoy this.
All right, so let's check this out.
Because the soul of this nation is strong. Because the
If you
backbone
need me to stop anywhere because you want to talk about something, let me know.
the backbone of this nation is strong. Because the people of this nation are strong. The State of the Union is strong. Some of my Republican friends
Pause it.
want to take the economy.
Y'all know how old Joe Biden is?
77, 78.
85.
Joe Biden is, let's see. Joe Biden is 80 years old.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
November 20th, 1942. Just remember that. Joe Biden's 80 years old.
Bro, that's actually
And-
crazy as fuck. He was like a
and we can
grown
watch-
ass man when my mom was born.
Now watch the rest of this shit.
Hostage, I get it. Unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress
Joey
doesn't
B.
vote.
Joe
I'm glad to
Beasley.
see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. You know, it means if Congress doesn't keep the programs the way they are, they'd go away. Other Republicans say, I'm not saying it's a majority of you. I don't even think it's even a significant, but it's being proposed by individuals. I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks, the idea is that we're not going to be moved into being threatened to default on the debt if we don't respond. When police officers or police departments violate the public trust, they must be held accountable. With the support of the families of victims.
Do y'all know who these people are?
No, but I'm assuming they are the family of somebody who was killed by the police.
So a couple weeks ago, I think we did the episode where the man was beaten by the cops.
The Black Lives Matter dude?
No, all the 5 cops are getting like arrested and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Those are his parents.
gotcha.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. If we're just speaking on this really quick, that if they had a section for everybody who had to deal with police brutality to their loved ones in the past 2-3 years, that crowd would be nothing but them. Full as fuck. I just want to let that be known. You just got the most recent family. That's all that is.
The most national attention family.
Exactly. There's multiple people that could be up there.
Go ahead and continue playing.
Civil rights groups and law enforcement. I signed an executive order for all federal officers, banning chokeholds, restricting no-knock warrants, and other key elements of the George Floyd Act. Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom true. Something good must come from this. Something good. And all of us, folks, it's difficult, but it's simple. All of us in this chamber, we need to rise to this moment. We can't turn away. Let's do what we know in our hearts that we need to do. Let's come together to finish the job on police reform. Do something. And 2 weeks ago, during the Lunar New Year celebrations, you heard the studio door close. And you saw a man standing there pointing semi-automatic pistol at him. He thought he was going to die, but he thought about the people inside. And in that instant, he found the courage to act and wrestle the semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman who had already killed 11 people in another dance studio. 11. He saved lives. It's time we do the same. Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now. Once and for all. Putin's invasion has been a test for the ages, a test for America, a test for the world. Would we stand for the most basic of principles? Would we stand for sovereignty? Would we stand for the right of people to live free of tyranny? Would we stand for the defense of democracy? For such defense matters to us because it keeps peace and prevents open season on would-be aggressors and threatens our prosperity. 1 year later, we know the answer. Yes, we would, and we did. We did. I'm committed to work with China where we can advance American interests and benefit the world, but make no mistake about it. As we made clear last week, if China threatens our sovereignty, we will act to protect our country, and we did.
And TikTok.
He's working on it.
Look,
I've been telling y'all
let's
about
be
this
clear.
for months.
Winning the
Years at
competition
this
should
point.
unite all of us. We face serious challenges across the world. But in the past 2 years, democracies have become stronger, not weaker. Autocracies have grown weaker, not stronger. Name me a world leader who changed places with Xi Jinping. Name me one. Name me one. America's rallying the world to meet those challenges, from climate to global health, to food insecurity, to terrorism, to territorial aggression. Allies are stepping up, spending more, and doing more. Look, the bridges we're forming between partners in the Pacific and those in the Atlantic, and those who bet against America are learning how wrong they are. It's never, ever been a good bet to bet against America. Never.
Ellie, you said you saw the full thing. What was your biggest takeaways from the speech?
I think it was he did a good job just painting a picture, because it is an election year coming up, of what the GOP is doing now that they're Senate majority, as opposed to what he and his party are doing and have accomplished. That way they can draw the line in the sand. The GOP had a retort video maybe 30 minutes after this came out, where they had the governor of Arizona come out and talk about how she is a great person and how her state's doing great, and how, the Republican Party's great, and how Joe Biden's old and stupid and shouldn't be trusted, and how he's going to they were pretty much just digging on woke culture and all kinds of shit like that. And I was like, they're not doing anything that they should to get the majority of votes at this. At this point, they're just torching the earth, and it's crazy. We're in the middle of a giant political battle, and I hope everybody sees the writing on the wall and makes informed and educated decisions. I think this next election is going to be the most important election of our.
Didn't they say that about the last 3 elections?
Well, the last election was very important as well, and as a country we failed, and now we are reaping the benefits of that. Inflation's at 6%. Things are going crazy with the economy at the moment. Yes,
You
sir.
talking about the actual last local election that we had? Or are you talking about presidential?
I'm referring to presidential at this point.
Or are you talking about the one in 2020?
Yes.
Just
So-
pure curiosity. But what makes you say that then the next one is going to be the most important in our lifetime? Which I do agree with.
Well, depending on how it works out, someone is going to have the presidency and the majority, and we're going to get a slew of new laws from whoever controls that majority. So we could get more abolishments of Roe versus Wade, or we can get, double down on Social Security. Depends who wins.
Times like this and conversations like this make me really still remind people that George Washington was against two-party system.
Yeah, and to remember to vote at every possible opportunity you have. Don't think it doesn't matter. Don't think your voice doesn't count. Vote. Please vote.
Yeah, I think that's why I wanted to differentiate between the two. If you meant local or presidential,
It all builds up. So
yeah,
vote at every stage.
most definitely.
Even if you just go and vote for names that you think are fun, like go vote. Like I don't just go vote.
All right, but don't write in those stupid votes. How about that? The Harambe's and shit.
No Harambe's and no Kanye Wests.
What's
Please,
wrong with
no
Kanye
Kanye.
West?
Bro,
We're
I
not
will
doing
come to your
this.
house and fight
Yeah,
you.
don't-
Do
Not at this point.
Kanye
No,
West.
just don't do that. That is bad for.
He's
America.
a ploy. He's just trying to get votes taken from the ones we want to win.
Facts.
Trump 2024, y'all. Let's go.
Let's get it. All right. So speaking of Donald Trump, this guy says the N-word at the hockey game.
Good for him. Who said this right here? That's grown man stream. You not ready. She about to get knocked out too.
If we learned anything from Star Wars, the one thing you should know is if they have the high ground, you not fight them. Also,
But let me go ahead and say this. Do y'all think this
Don't
guy's
do it,
outlaw?
look. I have the high ground. Or not
Do you
Luke,
think
Anakin.
do you think this is a think he's an ally, or you think he just got offended because somebody called him a nigga?
Oh no, he called him a nigga. He punched him right in his fucking mouth. That's exactly
Yeah,
what he
is that,
should do.
so he's an ally, or is he
I
think
don't
just
think
so
he
I
just
offended
think it's
wanted.
while
indifferent,
being
Darren. I
called
think
a
he
nigga?
just called him out his name and he punched him in his mouth.
He could have been called a nigga, a bitch, a hoe. It was happening.
I also will say this. The biggest thing I like from what Andrew Tate ever things that he says is he says, if I ever get in a fight and you're my woman, I don't want you fighting with me because he might knock you out. I want you to go run. I don't like that his girl tried to jump in and help him. That's how you get fucked up. I don't like this whole women
No,
trying to fight dudes thing.
while I agree with you, I do agree with you. What LA said is 100% true. That is grown man strength. After he punched him, he didn't need to go back at him.
Yeah, nobody should have came back.
Like,
His
bro,
girl,
he
he
standing
needed his
solid
girl.
pretty much this
He
whole time.
needed his girl. That man works machinery all day. You see that forearm? That he drinks 8 beers.
Homer
8
Simpson style.
beers at night.
All right, let's finish
Like,
watching.
bro.
Little boy, hey, little boy, hey, little boy,
No, fuck.
little boy,
No,
hey,
fuck
little
that.
boy, little boy.
No, hell no. I ain't done shit.
Yeah, hey, is that your
No, fuck
Is that
that.
your seat?
Fuck that. He hit me first, right? No, fuck that. No.
Hey,
But you
Your girl even telling you to stop.
Because he's
What is
getting
that
manhandled,
haircut
bro.
though?
He picked him up, pulled him over the seats, and pinning him down, and he's talking about his Zach.
Where's this haircut that he has on his head? Is it a bowl? Is it a bowl cut mullet? What is this?
Yeah, it looks like both. It looks like both.
You know what really bothers me is I know you about to at the end of this podcast go see your girl and be like, yo, look at this hairstyle, bro.
I'm not one to talk shade or try to bully, but what is this?
Yeah, he's
You
doing
know
a
who-
lot. He's doing that. Then he got the jersey on with the cowboy boots.
You
You
know,
look like Joe Dirt, bro.
you
funny,
shut
bro.
up. You know, you watch it's got Michi in them. What's it called? BMF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the hairstyle his girl has from in the 80s?
Oh,
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Oh, that's funny. Terry's girl. Is that what you're saying? Oh, bro, that's funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck. I see it as fuck. I see it. That's funny.
That's what it looked like.
He saw BMF and got inspired.
He said,
That's why
"I
he
actually
talks
look
greasy
good."
like this.
That's why he's talking crazy like that. That's funny.
Oh man.
Spicy.
All
I'm
right. We're gonna do a couple more topics, a couple funny topics, but I do want to show you guys this one. This guy is making all the state foods. He's making the official foods of each state, and he did Ohio. I was going to say Columbus. He did Ohio. So I want you guys to guess what you guys think our state food is.
Spaghetti, corn.
Spaghetti or corn?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say what that shit called? Pumpkin spaghetti. I'm going with something
Pumpkin
random.
spaghetti. So we got
Corn.
spaghetti corn and pumpkin spaghetti. Y'all wild. I
I never
neither of
had-
y'all ever had that shit before. Pumpkin spaghetti.
It's got to do something with corn. I know that. That's what
It
all
looked like
Ohio makes
spaghetti.
is corn.
Let's check it out.
That looked like spaghetti.
I'm making the official food of every American state, starting with the sweaty armpit of the nation, Ohio. Cincinnati.
First off, before we get into this, I'm tired of these Ohio memes across America. Nah, I'm done with it. That's Ohio versus the world. Fuck y'all. I'm done with the Ohio memes. I'm done with that's the shit that happens in Ohio. I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Armpit. The armpit
not
of
wrong.
the armpit of the nation.
None of it's wrong.
We
Everything
don't
they do.
stink. We don't stink. That's bullshit.
Have
That's
you
bullshit.
have you been to the cities?
I've been to the cities.
It don't smell good, nigga.
I can
Downtown Columbus does
guarantee-
smell like bleach.
It don't smell good.
Bleach is not a bad smell compared
Nah,
to like
when
an
a gay-
armpit. An
Darren, when you see a gay guy pour bleach on himself, and then the whole fucking butt smells like bleach for the next hour. Yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. That is such a random moment. I have no idea what you're talking about, y'all.
Darren, he made the whole downtown smell like bleach.
I
We're
just
That's
I didn't
one
think
person.
all I know is this thing.
I'm not calling Ohio no damn armpit, y'all. Like that's fucked up. Like
Well,
I'll call Louisiana the damn armpit before I'll call us the armpit.
Louisiana's the boot.
Yeah.
Nah.
There.
Too
Nah.
late.
The boot isn't even a part of the damn anatomy. That's a shoe, y'all. They're
ahead.
part of a shoe.
This man making chili dogs.
All right, let's check it out.
Chili is the worst thing to come out of the
making
state
skyline.
besides Logan Paul. It's a diabolical mess of spaghetti topped with raw onions, cheese, and a chili containing both chocolate and cinnamon. And it's basically like you dumped random Tupperware containers full of leftovers into one bowl at 2 a.m., then microwaved it. If you get this at a restaurant in Ohio, though, and you want all the toppings, you have to order as a 3-way chili. That's gross. The last thing I want to think about while eating is that greasy-looking throuple of dreadlocked hippies everyone knew in college. I once had this while driving through Ohio, and 3 hours later, I puked it all up in a Waffle House parking lot. It actually helped the ambiance a bit. Despite my past experience and the chocolate, it's actually not bad. The myriad of spices in the chili make it interesting, at least. 6 out of 10. I'm making the official...
God, this
I've
ain't a
never had
thing.
that.
This is not a thing. Fuck that shit. He needs to no.
LA. I mean,
No.
Darren. Think about it like this. This is basically Skyline chili, but put on spaghetti. This
No.
is Skyline.
No, dog. Nobody does this. Nobody puts chocolate in that shit. Nobody does that. That ain't in Ohio. That is not Ohio.
So he used
See,
vegan beef. That's why the beef looked weird.
Bro, that doesn't matter to
So
me.
Darren, you can eat this. You like that?
I don't eat chocolate. I don't eat spaghetti. This is not a real thing. There is not a
vegan.
restaurant in Ohio that makes this. And I'm sure LA is looking it up right now.
I don't know. I probably do.
There's
I've seen
not,
some
this
nasty
doesn't
shit.
exist.
I've seen some
This-
wild shit in Ohio.
This just does not exist. This does not exist.
Years ago, I drove to Columbus for a hockey game against my team. During the game, they announced if the Blue Jackets scored a certain amount of goals or something, everyone would get free chili. The entire crowd erupted into a chili, chili, chili chant. It might have been the most bizarre thing I've ever witnessed at a hockey game.
They were talking about Skyline chili dogs.
Don't they have spaghetti at Skyline?
Probably.
No, they don't got this shit, y'all. I'm not doing
Darren,
it.
I'm pretty sure it's literally Skyline.
My dad always makes Cincinnati chili the weekend of making
What's this?
Thanksgiving.
I'm making the
Okay.
official food of
Okay.
every American
Hold on.
state.
Maybe it's a Cincinnati thing. Maybe it's a Cincinnati
He
thing.
said
This ain't no damn
Cincinnati.
Ohio.
But
This
Darren,
ain't no Ohio.
Darren, Skyline chili is from Cincinnati. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
There's not
Oh,
chocolate.
They
in
do
this
have their signature dish is called the 3-way steaming spaghetti covered with our original secret recipe chili, topped with a mound of shredded cheddar cheese.
Skyline's
right
a
here
thing.
on the
You know
menu.
it's a thing.
It's
This is
a
at
thing.
Skyline.
It's a 3-way chili. I'm looking at the menu.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the state.
But here's the thing,
That-
though.
that-
I haven't been to Skyline since the mid 2000s.
I've never eaten that. That's not for me.
It low key tastes like dog food sometimes.
I bet.
If you look at it, it looks like dog food.
I
You
would be
shouldn't.
lifting my dog.
That is fucking disgusting. This
I
just
wouldn't.
pissed me off.
I would
I'm
not be
mad.
lifting my dog.
You know how hard I was just defending Ohio to find out that I was wrong this whole time? Maybe I'm moving. I'm down. I'm not staying here.
I told you. Ohio's weird. Ohio's nothing but weird people.
All right, so do you guys want to do the child predator, or do you guys want to do these last 3 videos?
I want to do the vegetarian one.
All right. Which one's that? Is it
The one you were just on.
I want to do the sports bet on the Gatorade.
All right, we gotta hurry up.
Cool.
We're an hour.
Very good. This is how I feel about Darren and his eating option.
Man, vegan is a mind state. It's what I perceive the food to be.
Wait.
That doesn't sound like some Darren shit.
I'm out. Pause it, man. I'm not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not going to tell y'all that every time this conversation comes up.
Whatever,
You don't
Darren.
get it, Darren. You eat eggs.
Who's to tell us ground turkey is ground turkey? It's vegan to me. That shit plant based.
You only eat grab, my boy.
Yeah.
So you're a selective vegan then? Selective.
No, I'm vegan.
You vegan, but ground turkey is considered a vegan option. That's
It's plant based.
it is.
Plant-based like a motherfucker.
See what this nigga posted.
That was some vegan pork ribs.
Vegan pork ribs.
Right there. That's a vegan shish kebab. You gotta stay away from that broccoli though. I
Oh,
tried.
Darren, you didn't tell me veganism was like this. I need to become vegan. Hey, Darren, today I'm
no
vegan.
damn
dog.
vegan. I don't eat like this.
You can.
I don't know why they said that. This reminds me. I don't even understand that.
Play the last part. It's got to do with
That's why all that GMO shit at.
You missed it, there. You got to play the last 10 seconds.
Plant-based like a motherfucker.
See what this nigga posted.
That was some vegan pork ribs.
Some vegan pork ribs.
Right there. That's a vegan shish kebab. You gotta stay away from that broccoli though. I try not to eat too much. That's why all that GMO shit at.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
No, that's true. Broccoli is not. Broccoli is genetically modified.
But he a vegan. But he no broccoli.
I'm not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian, and I don't eat broccoli.
It's a mind state.
It's a mind state.
I don't eat broccoli. I don't eat spaghetti. That nigga's not vegan. That's a nigga. That's a total. That's not true.
Hey, Darren, I'm vegan now.
That's you a nigga too.
Later today, I want to eat me a vegan pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, vegan pork rib.
There ain't no damn bro.
I'm eating
Pig
some
is the
vegan chicken
nastiest
wings, too.
animal. Fuck that, y'all. Y'all wild. Y'all wild. I'm gonna remember this whenever I go out to eat with y'all.
Okay.
Hey, bro, as long as it's vegan, I'll eat it. Hold on, I'm trying to find the sports bet one. It has
It's
to be an
Facebook.
image, right?
Facebook.
All right.
All right. So I saw earlier this week that there's over two. I'm just continuing with the sports betting thing since this is a wave. 2,000. Over 2,000 ways to bet on the Super Bowl. So, come to my surprise, one of them is what will be the Gatorade poured on the winning coach? What color would it be? This is fucking crazy, y'all.
I'm guessing green. LA.
There's no rhyme or reason to this.
I'm gonna go with orange. Probably the best color to me.
Darren.
I'm going with the highest odds. Give me clear.
Who drinks clear Gatorade, bro?
Well, let me tell you right now that it's not going to be Gatorade. It's going to be water. Let me tell you why. In the Super Bowl, if I'm giving up all my energy that I have left for the rest of the year to win this big ass game, best believe every time I come to the sideline, I'm drinking a gallon of Gatorade. So with that being said, by the third quarter, all the Gatorade will be ran out, so the water will be poured on there.
Darren, you know they have special Gatorade for the quarter, right?
I was gonna say, you know that they order this shit for it, right?
I'm still going clear, y'all.
It's gonna be orange, bro. It's just the powder. You put the powder in that shit.
I'm going clear.
You're gonna be wrong. You're gonna be salty.
I want $730 from both of y'all.
You're gonna be salty and wrong.
And when y'all right, you can have $1.14 from me.
Not bad.
That's not how that works. That's not how that math works.
Man.
All right.
Sports betting is a tax on dumb people, if you ask me. Don't blow your money. Go to the casino and win it. Blackjack with me.
Because to LA, blackjack has the best odds, right?
As opposed to this?
To Gatorade, yes, I agree with you. This one, yes. I agree with you. 100%.
I'd rather go to, I can wait for that nigga to get off his work shift. What you gonna do? Fight FanDuel?
Hell no. Wait, what?
That was a joke. I don't actually do that. That was a joke. I love the casino. Hollywood, do not kick me out.
Oh man.
Y'all got anything else?
Just last thing. Who y'all think winning the Super Bowl since it's happening tonight? We did the Grammys.
I got the Eagles.
LA? I got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Who you got?
My team's out, so it don't matter to me. But I would like to see Travis Kelce get one for my fantasy team.
I'll put you on that. Speaking
if Tyler
of, there's
scores 3 touchdowns, I'm up big. I'm up big.
He's gonna
That's
get at
what-
least 2.
3 touchdowns, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
got
you
him. I
2.
got him scoring the first touchdown of the game, getting 2 touchdowns, and getting 3 touchdowns all in one parlay.
Wow, good for you. I hope you get that.
We'll talk
first
about it.
touchdown.
We'll talk about it off air, I guess. But
I
yeah,
sure hope he get that first touchdown.
gamble reasonably, y'all. Call the number if you got a problem, which is I heard that number don't
Actually,
even.
time out. Before we get to that, I did call the number. Extra segment of the day. I did call the number. That is the most useless number I've ever called in my life. Homegirl didn't do shit for me. If I was actually, first of all, she misheard me. She thought I was saying I put $200 a day in there. She was like, damn, some people never got that type of money. Bro, she was so useless. She gave me this the address to the place to go to. Trash. Next week, we got to call the number on air. And I want to show y'all how trash this 1-800-GAMBLER really is.
No, it's not. I'm sure it's not useless if they gave you a address to go to the place.
Darren, she was
I
useless.
love talking to people on the phone. Go ahead and call them.
We got to figure out how to hook this up to hook our setup up so we can call them and so we all can talk to them. Once we figure that out, we call them, bro.
We
Next
can't do
week.
that, y'all.
I'm figuring
But
it
you
out
are the
this week.
second person. You are the second person I know to call them and say they didn't really help you with your addiction.
She didn't do nothing, bro. She all I did was talk, and she just said, "Okay, okay." She was just there for a check, bro. She was trying to feed her kids, bro. She ain't trying to help me.
Oh, yeah. She don't give a damn about you.
All right. And on that note,
She should have gave. If I were her, I would have gave you my cash app. Like, send me $200 a day, baby. Come on.
I'll send you back to Wendy's. I got you.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. And on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. Once again, this is episode 103 of the Purple Pill Podcast. Make sure you let us know down below who you think's going to win the Super Bowl in the comment section, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Stay up.